Alright guys, we should be live now. Gonna log out here and go live on Weatherfront. Can we please drive, guys? We should not be going 30 on this road. The speed limit is 35, so we're going under, and we're already running late. We were gonna target southeast Colorado today, but things changed in a hurry, and we were hoping for a photogenic supercell, maybe a couple tornadoes down to the south here. I'm still setting everything up. Like I didn't have time to do pretty much anything, so gonna get a slow-moving storm that brushes the west side of Amarillo. Make sure everything's working right now. Okay. Chat open here. Get the reaction camera up, set everything up here. Welcome Jennifer, Catherine, Nat. Hello Brent, good to see you. Doing good today, Nat. I got up at 7 a.m. to blast down here, so I am gonna have to tweak something here. The hotspot is broken, so I have to restart the hotspot sometimes because I don't have it set up through the main internet. So we'll have to run it through ISP Tech here shortly. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure our mic is correct. Perfect, we got the correct mic. All right, guys. We are here in Texas right now in Dumas. You are good, like tornadoes. I do too, Isaac. I just hope they don't go through Amarillo later today. Storm is just sitting, been watching it same spot for almost an hour. Yeah, it's barely moved, but that's kind of one of the problems with this cell, is that it has barely moved. I gotta readjust this a little bit. It's just kind of sitting there, and it's letting the boundaries outrun it, which could hurt tornado potential. It might just end up being a mothership with a good structure show, but to me this was the only viable target other than southeastern Wyoming, because there's a big smoke plume coming out of Utah, and that's really hurting the instability in Colorado today. Today looked like a for sure Colorado chase until yesterday afternoon, and then it looked like, okay, southeast Colorado, Texas border, somewhere in that area, like Texas, Oklahoma, Panhandle region, and just didn't work out. Smoke came overhead. We didn't really heat up enough, and low-level convergence was really weak, so we just couldn't get a storm up there. So that said, I shifted my attention down here to Texas. We are running a little bit late, but we should be in a good position here. Sounds like the right one. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not as sold on it as I was an hour ago. It looks a little elevated. Because that boundary is just screaming to the west. It's almost trying to backbuild to the west. But we're just a little bit out from Amarillo right now. We're gonna head down that way. Should be a really interesting chase today. Should get something pretty. And then tomorrow we're back up in northeast Colorado. Thursday looks like Kansas. Friday looks like Illinois, and then Saturday is South Dakota. Honestly, might skip Illinois just to drive up to South Dakota, because I don't want to do Illinois to South Dakota, especially when South Dakota looks a tiny bit better. But that can change fast, as you guys know. looked a little tornado-y for a second there when it first formed. About 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, it looked a bit more tornadic. We did have a cell come in from the west and merge in, so that's going to tweak this storm's behavior a little bit, but we're coming in from the north. We are only, what? We're about an hour from Cactus, Texas. We're an hour from Canyon, Texas. I got Canyon in my maps right now, but we're probably not going to have to go that far south. We're probably going to end up just west of Amarillo. I wonder if we could get a shot with a supercell and Cadillac Ranch. That'd be interesting. Not too far off. Dangerous for a storm. Hello, Ann. Good to see you in here. Do you know Reed Timmer? I mean, I've met him. I'm not really good friends with Reed. Sounds like the right one was for the mic audio, yeah. No, not Illinois. I told you I'd flip the table. Sorry, Ann. We'll see. I like South Dakota and I like Kansas, so I don't want to like overexert myself. Gotta slide that up, get rid of those reflections there. We gotta cook today. Yeah, but I got to spend the night at home last night for the first night in like over a month. So I got to hang out with Maddie and the dogs. It was nice. The dogs are getting so well behaved. Maddie's doing such a good job with them. So she takes the lead on them during the 3 months of the year when I'm chasing, and since I work from home, I take the lead the rest of the year. So it evens out that way. Probably a police officer right here. Yep. All right. Yeah, I like the storm's tornado potential earlier a little more than I do now. The problem is that outflow boundary from those earlier cells is just screaming away. Like, it is just going full to the west over there. A little too cold, I wonder, for tornadoes. We're also undergoing a merger right now. It really doesn't look quite as good. A couple cells going up in the Laramie Valley as well. Almost looks like a left mover up there. And then some cells forming by Colorado Springs. So La Junta is at a 63 dew point. There's going to be pretty high dew points nosing into Colorado. Kind of unusually high dew points. I swear if the Springfield, Colorado target initiates after I left, I'm going to be a little upset. Hey, Will, how are you doing? Once again, Jacob McMillan chat sitting on my couch. Well, I mean, nothing's going to happen, so it looked a lot better earlier. This storm, I think, will clip the west side of Amarillo with some rain, but I don't think the hail core and all the nasty tornado stuff's going to go through. Yeah, the west side of Amarillo is getting rained on right now. Maybe some hail out there by Bushland, and especially, what's that town to the west? I don't even know. Between Vega and Bushland. I don't remember what that town is. Yeah, I gotta make sure my ISP tech stuff's okay. I have not had any time. So I did chase yesterday, but I didn't stream because Enterprise took like forever to get me my car and I didn't have time to set everything up. So I left directly from Enterprise to go chase, got on the storm at Sterling when it really improved. And I couldn't chase, like I had no service the whole time. So it had just been 90% the no signal screens. So unfortunate. But it was a solid storm yesterday. I didn't see any tornadoes off of it. There were a lot of reports, but I think only one was like legit. Dorado is a crazy name. Come back, Cirrus. It's been a while, Cirrus. It's good to see you back in here. We went live really late. I didn't have time to set up the stream. I left at like 7:30 this morning. I actually pushed back my rental return to tomorrow to get out here for today. Because like initially the models were initiating like Springfield, Colorado, 1 p.m. And I mean, it's like a 5-hour drive almost from my house. So I was like, well, if I take the rental down, that's 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. Then I got to load up the car and leave. I'm not getting there till 1:32. Storm's probably moved southeast into the Panhandle by that point. I'm late. So I was like, all right, well, if this goes at 1, I got to hit the road right now. So I pushed back that reservation and floored it out south. We'll see if I make it back home tonight. Hopefully I can make it that far north. Miss Colorado, want to get back out there? Yeah, it's beautiful. Been in Colorado since 2008, 2009. Yeah. That's a while. I mean, I don't know. I see it every day when I'm like home in the off season, so it's not quite as special to me, I guess, now. I do love going up into the mountains in the off season though, but I don't really do anything fun. Thank you for the gift, Dakini. Yeah, we do have the reaction camera going right now. I accidentally like broke the clamp earlier, so thankfully it is still working. Man, it does drain the battery really. The live streaming like really drains the battery on this thing. I haven't had time to get a more permanent solution yet. Charging now. Yep. So I want to run this reaction camera more. I'm also hiring somebody. I've hired somebody to do the overlays. So they'll program them up for me. Should be done next week, I think, was the ETA on that. Excited because my ETAs are terrible because I low-key just vibe coded them. So I was like working on something for my job. And then I was like, I should probably throw this together while we're testing. And then I did it, and then it's just terrible, so. Looks like a really pretty supercell's getting ready to form down, getting ready to come together down here. It's just sitting there. Just a stationary storm. All right, we're probably gonna get this. We're probably gonna get a view of this at Bushland right now. Which means a little less driving. I did put, Canyon, Texas in the maps. It'd be really cool to do a supercell plus why am I blanking on the name? Cadillac Ranch. It might be a little muddy down there though. No skiing or snowboarding. I have not been snowboarding in Colorado. I did when I lived in Missouri down like tiny hills, but I haven't done anything too crazy. I get really busy in the winter. Like I work like 60, 70 hour weeks during the winter trying to chase or save up enough to chase. So, especially right now, like I'm at a point in my life where I have a lot of expenses that are like one-time things, you know, that should clear off. Like we did the house last year and a car last year and a car the year before. We got 4 dogs. Like I'm trying to consolidate here. Got a few more expenses this year and then we should be done. And then it's just like kind of coasting for a little bit until we move out and get a bigger house in a few years. So that's our plan right now. But no, I get lazy in the winter and I only want to sit and work. Like I don't go do anything fun. Although I really like going and doing like Maddie and I'll take like a weekend and we'll go do the fall stuff, like out in like Estes, and we want to do like Telluride this year. But yeah, expecting a big big sell up here. Hear that, man? Yeah. 6-7 hours. This time of year, I'm working. I'm not doing anything for my real job really, so yeah, it might not produce a tornado, but it is going to be pretty. Do have a pretty localized severe thunderstorm watch out right now. We are coming through. I should have taken that western route. I took the eastern route because I was worried that if that outflow boundary stalled and even started to like drift back to the east, I was worried that I would like get caught on the backside and have a tough time catching it, but that didn't happen. The storm's just sitting there and the boundary continues west. Be cooking with some nice structure here shortly. Man, if that western boundary would have just chilled out. Feels like there's always been like one little last second thing that goes wrong for the tornado setups this year, unless they're in Illinois. Like Canada's got the surface stable layer that's happened. I don't know how many times I've been on the plains where a storm just didn't initiate in the right spot or at the right time to produce this year. Or storms like yesterday that could produce if they would get isolated, but they undergo like permanent mergers that are just too strong for them to overcome and they can't really produce anything. It's been an issue this year. It's just like setups that worked last year don't work this year. But to be fair, our lapse rates have been pretty bad. Our boundaries have been flying all over the place is one thing I've noticed too. Like we haven't really had like a day where the boundary just sits there and bakes. It either just bakes too much and then just floors it north, or it's just like too cold and it just keeps rushing, you know, rushing south, rushing west. Hurt my finger the other day. But yeah, we got all of our windows replaced. The windshield obviously has no cracks in it. We got the driver's side glass fixed, and then we got the rear glass replaced. So we're good to go. Hopefully we keep it for a little bit. I'm hoping not to get another windshield for the rest of the season. So, because one windshield's not too bad, but man, doing all three windows was expensive. So hopefully we can get on this thing in time. I've been running around like crazy down here. About 30 minutes off Bushland. I'll move you guys over so you can see to the west once we get closer to that storm. No need to speed anymore. I was going pretty quick to get down here, but doing a crisp 4 over right now. Start to see this cell tucked behind the rain back there. What a classic looking storm here. I think this might be my first like true Texas Panhandle supercell this year. I guess I had one really early in March, but that's it. Like this might be my second supercell up here the whole season. which is ridiculous. Texas is normally like every single year since I've been chasing like full time, since even when I wasn't full time in 2021, I was getting tornadoes in the Texas Panhandle every year every year at least one without any hitch. And this year it's just like I had one rain wrapped tornado near Mineral Wells, Texas, the damaging EF3, and that's it. Like nothing photogenic. And Texas is normally like it always does something, but this year it really hasn't. It's been relegated to all like secondary targets and land spouts. Or that there was that one day where there was like a cyclic tornado producer when everybody was in southeast Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma, playing a really high-end tornado threat. What is with the low bit rate? I gotta go make sure everything's okay. I got a ton of dust and water on it, but I want to get to the storm first. Like I don't want to stop before we get there and try and fix stuff, as tempting as it may be. Year's been so strange. Yeah, it's been a weird year. It's just all Illinois. Illinois is like, what, 6 times their typical tornado count right now? They're going to have a record-breaking season, over 200 tornadoes. Just ridiculous. Just a ridiculous season for Illinois. That was what my main concern was this year, is that it was going to end up being Midwest. And I was like, man, like I'm hoping it's high plains, like a 2018 or a 2023 repeat. Like, because 2018 started really slow, but there were a bunch of good tornadoes, like way up on the high plains, like Capital, Montana, Laramie, Wyoming, the Ray, Colorado Spout Day. Like there was a lot of good high plains storms that year. But, and 2023 was even better, honestly, but just in terms of number of events. But this year we really haven't had a good high plains day for tornadoes. We've had structure, dust. Well, still missing the good tornado west of I-35 this year, really. I mean, St. Libery is I guess technically there, but right on the edge. I guess Bremen, it's like right on 35. I don't know if that counts. Maybe west of 281. A little bit of Mamanis. Yeah, look out here. There is some beautiful Mamanis up there. Fantastic looking storm. Hopefully we can get on it here pretty quickly. I don't think this thing's going to die anytime soon. 2026, Illinois. Just welcome back, Texas Panhandle. Yeah, I don't like chasing Illinois. It's far from me. Like, I all-nighted on the Kankakee day. I left my house at like 8 or 9 p.m., I think, and started heading east. I slept like 45 minutes, chased the Pontiac, Illinois tornado, left the storm because it looked like it was dead. It lifted north, and the models were showing like a secondary target back west. So I was like, all right, I'll just book it back there. And I get to the point where I can't get back on that storm. It reattaches, like it becomes like surface-based again and starts producing just a ton of tornadoes. Well, I just left. Oh, that was such a rough day. Tired, chat. I've been up since 7. I went to bed at like 1:30. I forgot to go live on Weatherfront. I just realized. Hopefully the server's still kicking. Nope, it shut off. Yeah, I gotta start a server every time I go live on YouTube and Weatherfront. They use a different one. So I'm trying to see if there's any way. I should probably ask like other people what they do. Cause like, I don't want to send up the stream to 2 different places because, well, it's just not very efficient. And 2, like, I just want something that's more consolidated, more streamlined, easier to do. Because like, I don't like having to go live on one and then live on the other. I just want to press a button and go live on both. doesn't look as good. That's why I like, I love Kansas. Like, Kansas has a really good look to it. And then I want to do South Dakota. Like, I love chasing the Dakotas. They're my favorite places to chase. So I really want to go up there. I don't know. Illinois, I'm still not decided yet if I'm going to do Illinois. It's just going to be such a grind back north, and I'm getting to the point in the season where, like, it's going to be in the trees. I haven't seen, like, a ton of tornadoes lately, but I just don't care enough, sort of thing. All right. Good news is southwest of Amarillo, there is a fantastic road network. Yep, so we're about 28 minutes from Bushland. We're going to have to go south out there. Not going to be able to get that that shot that we wanted of Cadillac Ranch. You can see we got other storms kind of trying to go up there in front of us. Looking out the window right now, there's not much to see, but once we come around, it should look pretty nice. Pull up, there's a few chasers on it. I'm gonna pull up their feed and see what it's looking like real quick. Brandon Payne is on it as usual. Oh yeah, that's a really pretty cell. I don't know about tornadoes, but it's beautiful. Probably back off of it, and then if it looks like it's gonna tornado, we'll get right up close. I want to play things situationally. Like, I don't want to be like right under the storm the whole time. You end up missing a lot, I feel like. And it worked well last year, but man, it's been punishing this year to just sit under a storm that doesn't even get close to producing a tornado. It's been better just to back off. And the road network's so good that even if we like realize that we need to get back on it, we can navigate there pretty easily. My new windshield is already dirty. I had the last one for about a month. Yeah, a little over a month actually. So this is my third windshield this year. And it's my first time replacing, you know, back glass or any other window. Yeah, I gotta find a time to get a haircut one of these days. Been a little bit since I got one. I just realized I only had it on top messages, so make sure. I'm gonna remind you, yeah, third this year, yeah. Okay, we're basically in the outskirts of Amarillo right now. They're really trying to like build the northwest side up. They do have a 60 mile per hour, a warning for 60 mile per hour winds and 3-inch hail on this. So hopefully we don't lose our windshield on day one of chasing with it. I really don't want to do that. It's so expensive and time consuming to replace, and because the car's got like the cameras and eyesight and all the fancy stuff, it's expensive to recalibrate. Like, they'll charge you $300 or $400, sometimes $500 to do it. That's why you gotta have a glass guy. Hopefully nobody's parked under like an overpass up here and we just can't get there. That'd be crazy. I feel like I see that though in Texas, where people do that a lot in Texas, more than any other state. Yeah, still can't quite see anything yet. I'm gonna keep you guys mounted up front here because we're gonna be turning to go west anyway. And there's nothing to see right now, so we just got rain. Oh yeah, dude, Brandon Payne has a beautiful view of a supercell. I had a beautiful supercell up here a few years ago, like right off this road in 2023. It's getting to the point where I can just drive down a road and I'm like, oh yeah, I had a storm here at one point. Unless it's like Illinois. Dude, I was terrible in the Midwest until this year. I'm still pretty bad at it comparatively, but I always target too far west whenever I'm up there. I did get Effingham and Rockton. There's this nice little bypass around town we're gonna take. Welcome, Chris. Good to see you in here. How are you doing? What's the most times you've changed a windshield in the season? I think 4. I think I had 4 in 2024. I think I had 4 in 2024. I had a lot in 2023 too, but that's because I kept getting Safelite and their windshields are legitimately made of paper. So like I would get a new windshield on from Safelite, drive down the road for 8 hours and get a new rock chip, and it would just spread across. So windshield deal, you won't be the only one needing a vacation. Dude, the car looks really, really bad. I'll have to post a picture. Like the car has like, the bumper is duct taped on right now. Like it's missing like 25% of the bumper on the driver's side, like on that corner there. And then it's like just duct taped on that side. Cause I don't know, that wind gust or whatever in Northwest Kansas just like ripped it off. I don't like chasing storms like that. They're just not fun. They're not pretty. They don't look cool, and they hurt. And they cost you a lot of money. You can't see anything. You get dust. You get an inch of dust in your car. I'm still vacuuming out the dust. I've had like 2 or 3 vacuums trying to get everything out. There's like dust on the ceiling that I keep forgetting to get. And there's still glass in here. See a car coming. Got a green light. I have yet to hit a red light on this drive today, which is fantastic. There's not too many to hit, but I didn't hit any in Lamar. Oh, it's just that big bolt. That poor car. Cell just went tornado warned. They really tornado warned it? All right, I guess we're just gonna have to blast around here, guys. I guess we're gonna try and get up underneath it. The vibes are high right now. I didn't think we were gonna catch this thing before the first tornado warning. We're only 20 minutes out from a view, probably at most. We're gonna have to punch through some rain and hopefully just some small hail. Hopefully the bigger hail's tucked up on that north side, north of the hook. I do have safety goggles, so I learned that lesson last time. There is a bunch of like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a bunch of dust in them. When we turn on storm reports, do I have storm reports off? Yeah, we're probably gonna get bushland, go south, and then keep going west. We could go south a little sooner. I don't know. I just want to take like the fastest route. I think that's just going to be to take the interstate. I just don't want to replace another windshield. What is the best call here? I'm still not convinced on tornado potential. I think that we're just gonna go south and around. I don't know. We could do either one. It's probably gonna be fine either way, but I'm not sure what I want to do. If I had my old windshield, I would just drive straight down, but it costs so much to replace. Better than glass though, yeah. Vibes are high. What's the drink of choice? We have a Bum Energy, which they should 100% sponsor me. It's my favorite energy drink. So it's 5 calories. It's like what, 10 ingredients at most, maybe 8. There's no crash and there's no jitters from it, and that's what I really like. It's got acetylcholine in it, which is kind of the main reason I drink it, is because it's like it locks you in. So. And it's pretty low caffeine compared to most energy drinks. It's only like 100 milligrams. Never heard of that actually. This is the cherry flavor. They're a pretty new energy drink. They're pretty small. I have to go to GNC to find them, or I have them set to auto deliver at my house. So, although I forgot to get some today. I've only got 2 cans left, including the one I'm drinking. I got watermelon as well. Because they do sell them in these little like packs now, where it's like 3 flavors. It's like 6 watermelon, 3 grape, 3 cherry. Grape's not my favorite, but I drink those first, get them out of the way. Yeah, they're 112. This one's 112. This one's 10 calories, 112. They're all about 112. Somewhere around there. I think one of them's 118. But they're relatively low. Ooh, this road doesn't look like it handles rain very well. You got to be careful. I got pretty old tires on this car. I do have one new one, but I was like, I just got new tires in October, and I'm like, that was 64,000 miles ago, and there's a 70,000 thing for these tires. So I think we might be able to make it to Bushland. It's moving so slow. I'm like calculating this storm at moving really far ahead, and it's just not doing that. Like, it really is just sitting there. Starting to come into view there on the right side. Dude, we're getting some beautiful bolts. If only my bolt hunter still works. I mean, I'm not gonna do it right here, but would love a structure bolt shot. Unfortunately, my bolt hunter is completely busted after I dropped it. So that was my fault. I'm very glad that this storm did wait for us to pretty much be on it to get tornado warned. These storms have been so polite the past 2 days. They've kind of just done exactly what I would hope they would do, and just wait for me. Like yesterday, that storm was ongoing for like 3 hours before I was able to get to it. And then it really got interesting like immediately, right as I got on it. So dude, this road is actually like not built for water. It just seems to like sit on this road. I don't know if you guys can see like how shiny it is. This is not a great road. I can't really go that fast on it. Auto chasers are flipping their vehicles lately. I don't want to be another one. Juicy on air. Yeah. My main concern is that that outflow boundary west was just rocketed away. I think we might be unstable enough for a tornado or two, but if it rode that outflow boundary west, that would have been the best case scenario for a tornado producer. If it had stalled just west of town and dove south. What a beautiful looking cell though. Starting to come into view here. Of course, I show you right as we hit this ridge here, but there's a brush fire out there too, apparently. We gotta cook, chat. It's time to cook. I don't have my tripod set up either. I set it up on the rental yesterday. Haven't had time to put it back up, so. Not anticipating a ton of driving on this chase, so we should be able to just set it up when we get a second. And worst comes to worst, I got the dash cam up. I got you guys up on the stream camera here. I got the reaction camera, and the Insta360 should be fully charged. So, and then we can just handhold the Sony. Handhold? Handheld? Hold the Sony. Whatever the correct way of saying that is. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes off that cell. or from our exit at Bushland. It's just rain out here. Now we are pretty far ahead. Woo. Should be a beautiful cell. I'm excited, man. It's been a long time since I've had a good cell in the Texas Panhandle. What a bolt up there. Chat, it's gonna be really pretty. It's a little tiny. Given how it looks on radar, it doesn't look very big. Seems like we'll be okay to dodge most of the big hail. It does seem to be tucked back to the north and northwest. I don't like that we have all these extra cells initiating. That's going to hurt structure and maybe tornado threat in the near term. The mythical forward flank merger. Yeah, we have a couple little weak cells forming here to our south. The only places you've ever hydroplaned are Texas, so, and you've lived in so many places. I've hydroplaned, the only place that I did that was like really, really bad was I-55 in Missouri. It was like a high-risk day in 2021, I think. And I was like driving south and I just spun out on the highway. I was so lucky that there was nobody else there. Are they just going? I think we can just cook. Dude, this thing's dropping a ton of bolts. All right, I guess I was mistaken in thinking it's tiny, so that's just part of the base right there. I think the rest of the north side's obstructed by rain. I don't want to get pulled over here. Not going too fast, we're only going 5 over, so. I do need to get gas at some point. I'm running a half a tank right now, but the good news is the storm's moving slow enough where we might not need to get any. But I just feel more comfortable when I have over 3/4 of a tank when I'm getting on a storm. I don't like getting on a storm with a half, and I refuse to do it with a quarter. Back to I-40 in, what, almost the last week of June? The last week of June? Something around there. I could fill up right here. It's not gonna cost us much. I love how maps said there was a stop sign here for me, but there wasn't. It was for the other route. Dude, these bolts are crazy. All right, I'm hoping we end today with a nice mothership. I will take a tornado. I would love a tornado, but I would be really happy with a beautiful mothership today. Something that's not just completely like wrapped in dust like yesterday. This is gonna be a really pretty storm though. I'm excited, chat. Dude, it's got a hook over Wildorado right now. We are gonna go south at Bushland just because I want to avoid the hail. There's plenty of roads. We can drop south and then go west, get around it. I'm not playing like a tornado right now. We'll get a little closer before we decide there, but I'm not gonna play it like it's gonna produce a tornado because I'm just not sure that it will. If it looks really, really imminent, we get a crank and wall cloud. We'll blast up. That cannot be the fastest route. That's fake. Is that road south of Bushland closed? No. Where are the, man, if we had gotten here a little earlier, we probably could have gotten the Cadillac Ranch supercell shot. Hitting some pea-sized hail right now. Dude, these bolts. There is another exit up there. But high key, I just want to get south of it. I don't feel like a tornado's coming soon. Dude. The bolts are just like arcing across the sky. There was one right next to us. See what you guys are at. All right, you guys are charging up fast. I plugged you guys in at 40%. You're at like 82 now. All right, we're gonna go around. I'm not gonna risk the windshield on a structure day. We're gonna bail south. Seems like the hook region is south. This is gonna be a beautiful cell. We've just got these other storms merging in. That might make it awkward for a little bit. It is pretty high base too. Dude, these bolts are just, they're non-stop right now. Yep, so we're getting on a tornado warned supercell right now. Dude, constant lightning at 5:45 p.m. Ooh, this is slippery. They have a yield sign, we do not. Still don't want to get hit by somebody though. Oh my, I'm on the wrong side. I forget that Texas likes to do this with their service roads. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Go! Do not park under overpasses. This is incredibly infuriating. Do not park under overpasses. Get going. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Texas. In Texas. Unbelievable. It's pea-sized hail, guys. You're fine. Unbelievable. Literally only Texas. I've never had that happen in any other state but Texas. Bro, this cell is gonna be a banger when we get on it. A little bit further south. Can we just go like, okay, we do come to a T up here. We can go east and then go south. That was a bigger stone there. That's what I want to avoid. Chat. Wow. shot here to produce a tornado. Most likely will not, and we'll end up with just a beautiful structure chase, but I'll take that at this point. I lost hope in tornadoes today. Ironically, like right as I started the stream, that boundary just blasted away. Might set you guys up on, oh my gosh, that was close. Live in Amarillo, do better. Oh, am I still not live on Weatherfront? Dude, I keep forgetting to do that. I start the server and then yap for so long that I forget, and then I forget to press the go live. Okay, we're gonna get a view of this here in about 5 minutes. We'll stop and get a view of an incredible structure of the year candidate that is trying to there might be a funnel back there. Hold on. Got a little bull lowering in the back. Not sure what that is. All right, I kind of want to stop here. Is this a through road? It is. Okay, chat. Beautiful supercell here. Look at that. Oh, we're out of focus though. I don't know how to get this thing in focus on this camera. Okay, I'm gonna move my big head out of the way. Oh my goodness, chat, that's fantastic. A little bit of awkwardness, but it's gonna be beautiful. I wanna stop right here. Power line stop up here. I'm gonna stop and grab a shot. It's got this weird little structure and I feel like it's trying something. I think that's a funnel right there. It might just be scud lifting, but man, it keeps going in and out. Classic Texas panhandle. Let me actually make sure that you guys aren't like dirty or anything. There we go. Dude, it's crazy now that my wiper blades work a little bit better. Oh man, this is a great spot up here. Get past this little house here. Got a lowering in the back. Beautiful high base storm. Dude, the lightning is like crazy though. Bro, it is like close. Is there anywhere I can stop? Okay, we got a bit of a shoulder here. Please tell me I turned off my camera last night. Oh yeah, 20 millimeters is enough. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Getting some small hail fall. Yeah, my favorite place to sit on these structure days is this spot right here, because I like seeing this on that north side. I just think it's crazy. we're gonna tweet. We are live chasing a beautiful supercell. Bro. What town is this over? Okay, I'm trying to decide, do I want to go back? There's a road up here that takes us south. I'm gonna grab another still because the structure's morphed a little bit. It's become a little bit more like UFO looking. It had this weird gap for a second. Tell you what though, that rain is really not that cold. I'm seeing rain bands spiraling back there now. But this is one where you'd be able to see it coming through the rain, so there's no way it's tornadic. Beautiful storm. All right, before I forget, let me go live on weather front. There we go. The key today is to stay ahead. If we look tornadic, which we don't even look close to producing a tornado right now, that's when we move. Is this road okay? I'm kicking up dust, we're fine. Maybe we're not fine. Look at that dusty outflow getting pushed out away from the storm there on that southern flank. We're getting a couple new cells feeding into this guy. We'll see what that does. This road's scaring me a little. It's not pure mud yet, but it is a little muddy. We are kicking up dust though, so that's a good sign. That's my rule. If you're kicking up dust on your road, it's probably not mud yet. You can probably take it. I do not like the way this road sounds. It sounds so ugly. Oh man. All right, that was not fun. A little loud as well. Oh, are we back? I keep accidentally taking off the cover for the DJI. I always want to say DGI and not DJI. I don't know why. It's not correct, but it's what my brain wants to say. Okay, we'll get down here. The storm is steadily moving. South. Maybe a little southeast. Throw that picture back on. Ooh, it looks a little rough from this angle. Hold on. this angle. What are our echoes doing? Our echoes had to have fallen. Yeah, our echoes just dropped. It's like tilted. The base is like slanted like that. It's not a good sign. We are dealing with some storms merging in from the south though, so that's probably part of that reason why it's doing that. There's a storm in this other storm's inflow region. Actually, you can see it right ahead here. This storm is going to merge in to the initial cell. Get down here to this paved road. Sorry, chat. Welcome in. Paige did see a little rope funnel. What happened to the reaction cam? I turned it off for a second. Paige did report a funnel on this? Yeah. Yeah, I have a ADHD Taco Bell weather. I can't help it. You should see Maddie sometimes when I get distracted. She's a little annoyed about it. Dude, there's like this little curl above us. Bro, this supercell looks really bad all of a sudden. The initial one. Where is my road at? Alright, well it's just bad on the southern flank. The northern flank's fine, and that matters a little more. Alright, I would like to get somewhere without like a billion fences so you guys can see. I think we're just gonna pull up here, turn around, U-turn, and I'll show you guys the cell here. We'll pop a UE here. Alright, this is just an empty gate. That doesn't actually lead to the house. Okay, I'm actually gonna change how I'm doing this here. There's enough room that I can beautiful supercell. If I could figure out how to position my car. Okay, I'm turning that off so you guys can see again. Yeah, we're definitely struggling with this new cell forming here. It's gonna merge, it should re-intensify. Oh. I'll be right back, I'm gonna grab a still. Bro, my legs are sore. I've been sitting too much. Yeah, we're gonna struggle until this thing merges in. Maybe slightly elevated as well. Show you guys this little curl right there. Very weak rotation on it. It is spinning. So there's this updraft here that's merging. This updraft here is merging in, and then we have this other one here, which I think is the main one from that southern complex. You can see that rain shaft hail core thingy back on the southeast side of us. And sometimes you can think we're a little too high based for that today, though. I don't think this will do it. But this is a beautiful cell. Let's go as wide as we can go here. It's a little awkward, a little weak. Starting to get some more scud feeding in there. Oh my goodness. All right. I think it's time to get back in the vehicle. So I got my, oh wait, I should probably show you guys the car before I forget. We're out. It's so cooked. It really is cooked. I need a new car so bad. And then you got like what Wellfleet did. These two things. I still got some solid tread on the tires actually. Our stream system that we're using, it's still right there. I'm getting big time inflow in here. And lightning activity's picked up. Okay, chap. Dude. It's right next to me. I'm gonna put my wallet away before I drop it when I'm running back and forth to the car. There is no rotating wall cloud. What time was that reported? 5 minutes ago? There was no wall cloud 5 minutes ago. All right. Got this new stuff forming here, feeding in. Like I said, it's gonna cause some awkwardness for our storm in the short term. Long term, it could be beneficial. I just can't believe there was a wall cloud reported. Dust in my eyes from when that chaser drove by. Okay, there's a T intersection here. Oh no, there's not. We already did the T. We can go, I kind of want to go south because like these things are gonna merge and I bet this storm tries to jump south. And then we can get back east for the better perspective. Okay, we're gonna go a mile or two south. We're clearing out a little bit. Do we pause here is the question. Here, well, there's a little triangle here. We're gonna use the triangle. So this is a maneuver. Ooh, it does not look as good still. It's starting to look pretty elevated, smooth, and like wispy. That's not a good look. Again, we do have another cell merging in right here. So you can see this thing physically like feeding it all the way. There's a bunch of dust getting kicked up. So this is where we're using the triangle, see? Now we go back west. And then when we get back here, we just go south again. Got a dirt plume getting kicked up from outflow. That is not a tornado. Yeah, that's not a tor. Not a tor, chat. Pretty thick dirt plume though. But it's on the leading edge there. Yeah, so you can see the storm off to our west, or excuse me, our east, trying to merge in right now. You can, like, it is becoming inflow to this storm. It's always cool to see that. That old circulation we were looking at, that weak little high base one, is already gone. I am a bit worried that this guy seems to be so resistant to coming north, because this one just rocketed. But our updraft doesn't look as strong now, so it's not gonna be pulled in as effectively. clear on radar. But like I said, we do have a couple other cells, and maybe an outflow boundary from one of these cells does something crazy. Oh my goodness, dude, the lightning is right there. Our echoes are starting to pick back up again, so. Let's check on chat. How are you guys doing? Fake reports are getting out of hand. Yeah, they are. Hailing bad out there. Yeah, there's a bunch of hail up north of us. Lightning's crazy. I'm trying to take Texas off the map. Maybe just Brushland off the map with just big hail. I don't think a tornado threat is imminent. One of the big questions though is what happens when these storms merge. This might be a left moving cell. I feel like the left moving cell is that one though. So when we merge, we should get a big, interesting supercell here. I don't feel like this is gonna kill it off, but oh my gosh. It looks really bad right now. That is not a good look. Man, it was so good earlier. I wonder if this southern cell is taken over. Not a good look. Yeah, the original updraft is like not it. There's apparently a big echo top blow up overhead. So it probably is this new thing taking over. So I'm gonna get out of the way here because I'm expecting a bunch of hail to start falling here. Yeah, I think that thing's trying to take over. I'm worried that that left mover to the south is gonna kill this thing completely. 2026ing. Also an interesting target up by Cheyenne. Pair of severe worn supercells, a left mover and a right mover. Man, the left mover is dominating it though. Then there's also a couple cells by Colorado Springs, big time hailers. Already 1-inch hail reported there. We'll see what's gonna happen up north because I told Maddie to take the car into the garage. So if no hail happens, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Okay, well maybe around midnight. Dude, I'm gonna be driving through supercells the entire night. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna hit my house as there's apparently a supercell going through. The chalkening. Yeah, lightning is really intense, man. Trying to figure out what our play is. I think we're just undergoing a merger right now. I think it'll probably try and get a little bit healthier. Echo top update should come pretty shortly. There's a lot of cells trying to go up here. A tornado landspout was reported northeast of Lubbock about 45 minutes ago. I think the southern cell really wants to try and take over. I hope it's just not a left mover that wins. Why are we so stable? Oh, I think we're cooling off as part of it. And those winds out of the east are pretty cool. Getting here towards Umbarger. Well, I did not end up needing the tripod yet, so alright, we're just gonna cook, go east, act like we're getting on something new. It's trying to re-strengthen again here. It's looking a little bit better now. It does not look great though. We have this other cell here that needs to merge in. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's like a little bowl on the leading edge. I don't see much rotation in it. All right, we're gonna take the next road north. Hold on, what are we doing back here? There's this little lowering on that leading edge there. You guys see that? It's kind of in a little kink there. A lot of rising motion going on around it. I don't think that's gonna produce anything though. It's in a very weird spot. But it's good to see that we're getting lower again. Yeah, there's no way that produces anything. We're just gonna get ahead in position for when it's gonna look pretty here. I bet the Walmarts here have the bum energy pack. Yeah, we're starting to reattach that low-level scud. We weakened for a second, but we're re-intensifying now. Yeah, echoes have consolidated again and come up. Just going south right now. There is that little left mover over by Happy, Texas. Look at that. That's what's left of like an updraft right there. That little blocky looking thing there. Left mover of the year? That's fantastic. Well, I guess I'm not as worried about that left mover if it's gonna look like that. Bushland Road. All right, do I wanna go south? Ooh, I don't like this road. We're gonna go north. Okay, it's picking back up. It's picking back up. It looked really, really terrible for a second. I think I can pull into this little drive here. We'll do this next one. I think that's an actual driveway. This just looks like it's an entrance to a barn. I don't like to park in people's driveways unless it's literally the only spot. And even then, I'll only do it if there's a bunch of room. All right, it's pretty. I think this is using the wrong camera. Let me fix this real quick. Scenes, pip, dual, back dual, really? Okay. Is it back wide dual? There we go. Okay, what is the focus point here? 72? It just feels slightly out of focus. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit here. Notice how that range just completely cleared from that RFD. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we look like on radar here. I'm gonna turn all the extra stuff off. So you can see we've got this supercell. We've got this other one trying to develop. There's that weak. Making sure you guys can see. There's that weak left mover right there. Which way do I pan? That way. Okay. And then if we go up, all right, I'm not very good at this yet. That's our supercell. So It's looking okay again. It had a moment where it was like falling apart. Mergers will do that sometimes. Just not sure if we're too stable or not. Getting scud, picking back up. Yeah, it is looking better. Max velocity's evil twin. What am I? There's no tornado. I'm not supposed to get up on anything. Nothing's happening. Nothing ever happens. Okay, I just realized that I was messing with the wrong thing. I don't mean to mess with the white balance. Is my camera just dirty? Because it really doesn't look this smooth in person. All right, I'm gonna run out and grab a still here. A phone call. What's with that thing on the back there? Dude, we're gonna get crazy. We need to get back again. Can't accept a call right now. I'm chasing. Dude, my legs feel like jello today. All right, we gotta get southeast here. It has this little like getting an RFD surge right now. I feel like this would be a tornado you'd want to do structured tornado with, because I don't feel like it's gonna be that strong of a tornado, and I don't feel like it's gonna last that long. Where are our options? Okay, we can take 60, head to Umbarger, and we can go back east. I didn't like this road earlier, but I'm a new man now. Gunning southeast now. It really sucks that this is the only way through. Bro, are we about to get a mesoscale accident here? What is happening? Forward flank merger is still ongoing. It's got to be an interaction with that left mover's outflow, if there even is any. I don't know what else would be causing this. Oh, please don't tell me we're gonna get a train. Oh, it's a short train. We're good. We're set. We're set. I have no idea who that is. No way. There's no way that produces at all. My thoughts. If this does produce, I think we want to get west. Okay? I think we want to be west of it if it produces. We do have a road that would take us back there. I'm just not so certain it's going to do anything. Like, is the right call here to sit for a tornado or to get back and do structure? Because if the tornado fully condenses or even like half condenses with like a dust tube, it's going to be beautiful and I'd want to be west. But if we're doing structure, I want to be east. And I just really don't feel like it's going to produce. I just don't see it producing. So I think we're going to get back and do structure. Oh, my car's all bumpy now thanks to the, is this Storm Runner? Who's in that cross track right there? I just don't think that's gonna produce ever. Woo! Who is this in front of me? Is that Tanner? Might be Tanner. Yeah, no shot. We did strengthen though, and we'll have a really pretty storm when we get up here. Got the world's most windy road. All right, probably not the most, but for Texas standards, this is crazy. I just want to get around. I don't think it's going to produce anything. I just want structure, man. I want a beautiful structure show. Batteries at 68%. No luck with the funny numbers. Yeah, bro. Be lucky if this thing produces a dirt whirl, much less a tornado. My maps tell me to turn here. It's the only way. You know, I think I actually took a bunch of photos here at Buffalo Lake before because I missed the Earth Texas structure, and I did a bunch of photos up here, and that's why I missed it. It's like, wow, I want to get storm photos in this terrain, and then I missed the tornado to the south. Oh, I would never do that now. Yeah, dude, it was literally this road. I just want to see structure. Oh my gosh. That is Tanner. Bro, it is hooking though. But there's not much velocity. Like, there's very weak velocities up there. Again, if there's going to be a tornado, it's probably going to be extremely weak and probably more worth it to sit back and do structure. Because, like, it's just not going to be that strong, I don't think. Like, if this was going to be like a SIG tour, I'd be like right there, but I don't think it will be. We seem high-based, struggling with cool temps, struggling with mergers, and there's a bunch of storms coming in from the south as well. I don't know. That's what I want to be good at, though. Like, I want to be good at the situation. Like, I want to back off when it's time to back off, and I want to get right up next to the tornado when we're getting Gary. Yeah, it just doesn't look right to me like a tornado producer. It's got such a curl on radar, but that doesn't exist in person here. I'll show you guys once we get past this little cliff here. Look how clean that brand new window is. See what I mean though? I don't really see like a clear focus for a tornado right now. Definitely best to get east here. Oh, I think I just saw Nick. Did need to get to Canyon, Texas. Very clearly non-tornadic going forward. Like, it just looks like it's occluding something, but I don't see any like actual occlusion. A cell coming in from the southwest though, that's a little different. If that southwestern cell flows into this, that might be a way we could get a tornado. I just think we're slightly too stable. Like, it's pretty high up off the ground. It's really wispy and ragged. We're struggling to pull some of those low clouds in. Those low clouds are pretty smooth. They're not very, like, I don't know, they just don't look like a tornado's imminent. Even, like, I feel like even if we get, like, some sort of rear flank merger, I don't think that's going to do anything for this type of storm.
I wish it would just commit. Commit to structure or commit to death. I don't like when it in-betweens like this. Highway up here in a few miles, we're gonna take south. Yeah, it does not look great.
We are...
I think that may have been our best shot. What is with this look it's doing? Echo tops have been kind of on a decreasing trend. Man, it doesn't look that pretty anymore. It looks really awkward. All right, 1 mile we go south. I'm glad I didn't try and get under it, man. It appears to be cooked. I do wonder what that southwestern storm does. 2026 aim. We are getting some sort of occlusion now. Again, I think we're too stable to produce a tornado. I don't think we have a strong enough updraft to handle that. I'm trying to think. I think we just need to keep backing off and doing structure. We need to get the heck south though. We've pulled out really far in front of it, but we haven't. We need to get south. I want to get down a little bit. There's this little cloud shield here, and I want like the edge of that to be on the top of the frame, and if we're sitting under it, I can't really do that. Hopefully it's not the wrong call. Like if it just keeps getting worse and worse, we should just stop now, but I prefer to go for home runs instead of guarantees. Southern flank looks really good now, which is weird. It's normally the opposite. It's sort of like, wow, the north looks solid, but we're weakening on the south side. And now it's like, wow, we look really ragged on the north. Down here a little bit. This thing like wants like a mesoscale accident to happen so bad. Like it's
It's like faking you out, you know, like making you think it has a shot, and then it's like never gonna do it. It's just gonna be structure. Like, this thing has to produce like a solid tornado for me to be convinced it's gonna produce a solid tornado. Like, it's got one option. Prove me wrong, Storm. Watch out, bird. Oh, goodness, bro. Not a fan of hitting birds. Low-key ruins my day. This might be good enough here. We'll use this to flip. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, chat. Beautiful mothership. Grab some stills. Try a time lapse here. Oh yeah, we're fully charged on this guy. I gotta get the plastic wrap out of the way. Beautiful cell. Bring you guys with me. I gotta wipe off these lenses, bro. I'm worried that dust got in because it's not as sharp as it was before. I don't know exactly why it's tornado warned. Oh, it's not tornado warned. It's a destructive severe warning. Yeah, it's a destructive severe warning, chat.
actually pull a couple stills and post them. So you guys will come back with me in the car for a minute. Ooh, I should probably put up my Insta360 before I forget. It's probably might be a little late, but better than late than never, right? Let's see. How much storage we got? We're perfect. I should have done that a little bit ago when it became obvious that tornadoes were probably not on the table. We're gonna pull this up here. Beautiful supercell. I've been lazy and just doing iPhone shots because they take so long to download the actual camera images. Just got bit by a crazy mosquito. It's just like a little too awkward. I don't know how to describe it. It's like not like a perfect circle, and it's like got this weird bumps and stuff everywhere. But it doesn't like own it, you know? It like wants to be completely circular. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, I keep getting bit by stuff, bro. Okay, out of my vehicle. Bro. Okay. Alright, I'm just closing the door for now. Yeah, I haven't been taking as many photos as much this year. I've been doing more video, so that's why I haven't. Alright, bro, if you want to get out of the car so badly, go. But you better not. Dude, just go up. You can fly. Go up. There you go. Good job. And then we let another one in while we're closing it. Fantastic. Alright, buddy, you better go this time. Go. Bro, just fly. They just keep throwing themselves out the window. Alright. That time lapse should be about done once I post this. I'm gonna go grab this. I'll be right back. Bro, it wants to structure out so bad. Dude, I was kind of mad that Southeast Colorado didn't go. Alrighty, chat. Sorry, I got to meet up with the legendary Jim Tang. Alright, guys. It's time to book it south. We have a whole army of flies in here. There's like 20, maybe more. Maybe 20 plus flies in here, bro. Bro, get the flies out. I haven't had an issue with flies all year. Get out! Bro, there's like... Get out of the car! Guys! They don't want to leave me alone. Alright, we got one out. We got 2 more out. 3 out. I think I see 1 more. He doesn't want to fly though. Get out of my car, bro. Look at under this. Look at all the dust. I just realized, bro. That's crazy. All right. We'll take 1 ride along. That's okay. That's not too bad. We'll take 1 ride along. Oh, he just tried to leave right as I closed the windows. There we go. There we go, we got him. He's gone. Dude, they did not want to leave my car. They were content just to vibe in here. It's like screaming south now. It was like stationary before, and now it's just like it wants to dive. Never stop diving, or whatever he says. What does Falcon say? Dive into the storms. We gotta combine Falcon and Reed. All right, I don't like that road south, so. Dude, look at this dusty outflow right now. Focus. Not a tornado, just dust. Wow, it smells terrible here. Not a tornado, just dust. Chat, my arm's getting sore. Dude, wait, this perspective from the east, like, might actually be goated. There's, like, nobody here. Hold up. I want to flip and get a better picture. I'm having to get it through, like, glances. Okay. It's not bad. It's a little ragged. A little ragged. Okay. Well, I've decided we're going to go south. Decided you guys are also gonna hit the floor again for the 30th time today. I need a better mount, man. I gotta stop putting that off. I just forget every time I get to a Love's. I need like the mount that's like, because right now it's just like a solid thing, so it doesn't bend. Which the bendy mount is the good mount, and I don't have a bendy mount, so I don't have a good mount. Like a bendy magnetic mount is like key. Sorry, chat. I know I haven't looked in a little bit. I've been trying to manage this cell here. Oh, thank you for the $5, Ed. Appreciate that. Snack attack. I don't need any snacks. I'm not hungry. Stop playing with your phone while driving. I'm not playing with my phone. I'm playing, just kidding. I'm playing Clash Royale right now. Mid-storm chase. One that turns left and right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get one of the bendy ones, Jennifer. Whoa, whoa. Are we about to cook? Chat, we might be about to cook, maybe, perhaps. Just kidding. I don't like that composition. I lied. You know what the heck? There's power lines down here. I don't want to deal with those. It looks bad now. We missed peak structure. We waited a little too long to get south. It's not terrible. I'm gonna do the thing where bro, it smells actually like rancid out here. not used to the cow smell this year. We really haven't been with it at all. It's been all like Midwest. Bro, I can't get this thing to work, whatever. Okay. I think I am gonna keep going south. I wonder if this is it for this storm. We are condensing like a new lowering, so I'm not sure what that means, but. Okay. There's literally just nobody here. As he is looking at his phone, yeah. Hey man, you gotta keep him guessing. You gotta keep him guessing, chat. This is what we're looking at right now. Nice little storm here. Definitely weakening, but we are getting some rain into the back side, and that could strengthen us for a little bit longer. This thing like wants to die, but like the storms around it are like just straight up not letting that happen. Like they're doing whatever it takes to stay alive, or to keep this storm alive, I should say. Yeah, dude, I can't lie. One of the worst experiences ever was driving through western Kansas, like all of the feedlots and stuff, without windows. Like, that was really brutal. But I don't know. So I'm not sure what I should do. I think I'm gonna turn the stream off once this storm dies, which is in a few hours, and then when we're going back up north through Colorado, I might turn it back on again, turn on a new stream, because there's going to be storms like all the way up. I do have to look over and down. About 5 of them. There's a few more than 5. There's maybe like 10 people here. A lot of people didn't come down here for a few reasons. Number one, the outlook this morning had like a 5% tornado in northern Colorado. I'm just not sure, like, I actually don't know why there was a 5% up there. Like, the whole time I was like southeast Colorado, southeast Colorado, southeast Colorado, and then sure enough the smoke plume comes in and I'm like, all right, it's Texas or bust. You know, like the smoke is like, I've just chased so many times where there's smoke and it just kills it. Like, it's not pretty. It only works if your storm is already going when the smoke hits. But otherwise, it's like, oh yeah, this storm's completely dead now. Look at that. It's already completely detached. We're completely elevated. In that short time. Dude, I can literally see it rising back up though. Yep. We are elevated completely now. Failing to pull in the low-level clouds is... Your storm is done. For tornadoes, at least. They can still go on, produce big hail. Does he answer chat questions? Yes, I do when I see them. Sometimes when I'm on like a tornado or in a tough situation, I won't look. I'm trying to get better with reading chat, so... Yes, I am trying to answer questions more. If that answers your question. Alright, this isn't a bad spot. It's already dead, bro. Alright, well, what do we do now? We might bail up north. There's a bunch of severe thunderstorms up in Colorado right now. Maybe grab a quick dinner in Amarillo, just fast food, and then hit the road, blast up north. Will Oklahoma get bombarded tonight? They'll probably have some strong thunderstorms. Depends on where you're at, honestly. I think most of the thunderstorm threat is early morning, more like 6 a.m. and onwards. Western Oklahoma could see some thunderstorms a little sooner than that, though. With these cells forming in southeast Colorado, they're forecast to move down. Let's get to a more updated model run here. The 22ZH-RR. Yeah, it fires kind of a big wave of thunderstorms in western Oklahoma around 5 a.m. So it's going to be pretty late, and then it has more storms developing out ahead of that, northern Oklahoma. It doesn't look like anything too crazy, but definitely some strong thunderstorms coming through tomorrow morning especially. Yeah, dude, this model is way wrong, but it fires... Dude, it fires like some Trinidad cells at midnight. Bro, the fly. It's trying to reconnect up there, it looks like. I swear, if the tornado of the day happens at 11 p.m. in like Pueblo, that would be insane. Central Oklahoma. Yeah. Well, that's because this storm died, Benja. It's not surface-based anymore. It's not drawing air in from the ground. It had a shot early, but what is that doing? Why is it? It's like trying to reconnect. Like the updraft re-strengthened a little bit. Interesting. I can't open my doors. There's too many flies here. Do a quick forecast for tomorrow here. So, I mean, I know I'm going back home tonight, but I want to see what tomorrow looks like. Moisture really clears out from these thunderstorms coming through today. Fires a supercell, a couple supercells in northeast Colorado tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then Kansas tomorrow. I wonder what this is. Check the Rufus. The worst terrain in the world of Coffeyville, Kansas. What is the Rufus is like? You should actually go to like North Platte tomorrow. Thermos are fine. Wind profiles are not. Doesn't really look that great. Is that a Laramie cell it fires tomorrow? Dude, I think we're chasing Laramie tomorrow, just based on one run of the Rufus. Hold up. The Laramie Valley tomorrow at like 2 p.m. Dude. 9.7 C0 to 3, 8.50 to 6. That's pretty high. 46 dew, which is fine for the Laramie Valley. It's like 2,600 meters above sea level. I think I just heard a car door. Laramie, Wyoming. I thought somebody rolled up to me. Not elections. Not interested in seeing the elections there. 7,000 feet above sea level, so another 2,000 feet above Denver. Kind of interested in that target. Are you playing Dominator 3 or TOV? I have no idea. Yeah, dude, the flies are crazy. New mesoscale discussion is out. Thank you for letting me know. I have those off, actually. Every storm here looks elevated, though, like extremely elevated. Yeah, they're not. They think the tornado threat's done, and I'd agree. Just looking at the cell right now. Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to floor it up north because I really want to chase Laramie tomorrow. Based on the 18Z HRRR, the 0Z HRRR, and the 18Z wrap. We got to be like 7 hours from home. Oh my goodness, bro. I don't know if I'm making it all the way up tonight. Oh, maybe I could. That's only 2 a.m. If I leave now, I'll get there at 2 a.m. All right. I want to go back home. I'm homesick. I'm missing Maddie and the dogs. So, and I don't want to get another hotel. So, we're going to probably lock in, chat, and start heading up that way. Look, there's a little curl on this thing up here. You guys see it? Tornado of the year. Bro, the flies are swarming me. Tiscosia has a case of bum. Let's go. Thank you, Nat. You're coming in clutch. Take a shot every time he says flies. Oh, by the way, Nat, you don't have to delete those. I have auto translate on, so I can see what he's saying. Yeah, chat, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. I think we're gonna bail here, get north, and get in position for tomorrow. I also have to drop off my rental car tomorrow. So we're gonna go grab the Insta360, hope we don't get killed by a billion flies, and then call it a day, I think. All right, well, I'm not gonna say the word anymore, but these small bugs with wings are crazy. Okay, we're gonna turn off weather front here. Well, we had some solid structure, not quite what I was hoping for. Didn't hit the ceiling for today. Seems like that's the thing with this year is the boundaries don't stop. You don't hit the ceiling for what the day could do. It's just been a common theme this year, and all the good tornadoes are with like a target that nobody's on. It was not me. Oh, sorry, Nat. I didn't mean to blame you. I wasn't blaming anybody. I'm just saying I can see. I have auto translate on. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't remember ever turning it on, but that's pretty much all I got. Thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow. Hope you guys like the new reaction camera. I'm going to be trying to run this pretty much the whole time from here on out. So I'm pretty excited about it. It gives a little bit, you know, different of a view. And then I've got somebody working on the overlays. So that way I don't have to work on them at all. I'm just going to pay somebody like, I think like $40 a month is what I'm going to pay for them, which is cheaper than what I pay right now to run my own. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you so much. Stay safe. We might go live a little later if I encounter some storms. We might not. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your night.